Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to Allegiant Stadium, home of the Raiders, right here in Las Vegas, Nevada. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Texas Longhorns, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kick to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Motion from the wideout. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Plucks it out of the air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
I love the play call. First play of the game, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players the football right now and let you know about it. Awesome job.
Making a play like that to open the drive can really get the momentum going. First down from the 43. Looking for a man. It's Finley. On target. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player, you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged. But when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers.
He's got it inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Well, this guy obviously spent a lot of time in the film room this week because he is dissecting this defense early in the game in the opening drive. Great job with his eyes, great job with his rhythm, an explosive play there. This defense does not have an answer for this team.
The give on the option. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. And the Longhorns will hustle to the line. They'll use the running game on first and goal. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Trying to punch it in. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on third down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on third down.
On third and goal, they'll throw it. Looking for the goal line. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And so on their opening drive of the game, they want to stay on the field, and the offense will go for it on fourth down. Dropping back, it's Finley. the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on first down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Got his man downfield. Breaks into the open. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. Big play for the Irish there, reminiscent of a Tim Brown or Rocket Ismail.
Yeah, and I'm glad you used a reference in the last 30 years, Reese. You know, just trying to find playmakers at Notre Dame, and Michael Mayer, obviously, in the recent years was a guy that you could really, really depend on. Trying to find those golden takes, those elite players out wide is something they've been missing over the last several years.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Grove. Extending the play. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
And how about that? That's the first INT for this guy. Like, he's gone all throughout this year, taking care of the football, making plays, really, really building trust with his offensive coordinator. First mistake, hey, listen, put it behind you. You've had a great season so far, young man.
So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for the...
Looking for a deep man. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be throwing as many incompletions if he just lets the coverage tell him where to go.
Plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they use great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
The screen, he's got wheels. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
They just keep firing. Quick completion on the out route. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick six. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Finds a little space. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. The Longhorns can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looks as if he's going to run it. Doing damage on the ground as he runs it down to the 11-yard line.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
And the Longhorns pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Wide receiver comes in motion. To the air, it's Finley. He's got it on the run. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch. Operating in the red zone here on second down. From the gun, running back on the move. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Texas!
And that's 3 touchdowns in 2 games. Just continuing to find the end zone, continuing to make plays. This guy is on pace for a great season. He's putting the college football world on notice.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Hey, guys, got a final score in a big top 25 matchup today. Mississippi State delivered the knockout blow early in this one, en route to the type of win that can turn some heads there in the SEC. Trust me when I say the party is on in Stark Vegas. Each week in college football, the tests are just so tough, and we found that out again today, guys, with another ranked team going down.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground.
Love the play call on the RPO, and you're just really trusting this running back to be able to make a guy miss and then get into the second level. The offensive line did their job, gave him a crease, but that was the running back making that linebacker miss in the hole before getting north.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's already thrown 1 pick, and look, he might get it together, but it seems like he's a little fouled up in his mechanics. A lot of things coming off his back foot.
Yeah, and you want to get those feet set and in the ground. Once you start to drift, that ball, when you throw it, is going to drift. So he's just got to iron in, get those feet set, stay square every time he throws the football so he can be a little bit more accurate, stop making some of these bonehead throws.
Makes the grab on the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
Off the play fake. Here comes the rush, and they've got it wrapped up at the 28.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Takes it on the return. He's got great speed. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. So the first play of the drive will come from the 43. Trying to beat him to the left. Runs through the tackle. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
All right, offensively, you're not having a lot of success right now running this thing to the perimeter. The defense was there. They were ready for that. You made one guy miss. They still got you for a TFL. You might have to think about getting back to running between the tackles.
Bounced off his feet. let's have a look at the stats as we've played one period. They've switched ends of the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. They'll try to run for it. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45.
All right, nothing flashy there. He just did what it took to get the first down.
The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll give it to him again. There he goes. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
Well, right away after picking up the first down, they go right back to their playmaker and running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else. That ball hit him right in a bad spot, right in the hands. Really unfortunate he didn't come down with that one.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wants to throw. It's Finley. Here's a heat. He caught it. Touchdown, Longhorn. Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house.
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them, winning their first game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good positions to have success.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. And he's going to bring this one out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone, and you're stopped at the 8. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Here's the handoff. Running into the open space. Turning it on. Seizing that open space. An opportunity all the way inside the red zone. They'll mark it at the 19.
Cannot let that happen to you defensively. That is the definition of getting gashed. They didn't have one guy in their front seven even get a finger on that guy.
Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. Now from inside the red zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
How about the offense? They spread them out. Everybody spread wide. Easier to read a defense when you do that. They find the matchup they want, and they get rewarded with the score.
Getting set for the point after. And the PAT will draw them 1 point closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. And here's the return. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. they can do it again. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Quarterback on the keeper. Got the first down himself. Oh, he's got some space. Running inside the 20. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Texas!
Man, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution of the scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish, back on offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
That's caught. It's Morris. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
They'll snap it on first down from the 35. Finding open areas. Past the sticks, and he may get more. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. To throw, it's Grove. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. What a play there, and he rips off a big one all the way to the 16-yard line.
Love the individual effort by the wide receiver after the catch, making people miss, showing you the speed. Now he set up his offense down in the red zone.
That's the way you get things going. A huge play, and now attacking from just inside the red zone. Wide receiver going in motion. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. They're working that left side. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Leaves it with the running back. And you race it to the house. Touchdown, Irish! If you're able to move the ball in a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing. For this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well and not give back that last score. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Sending the offense back onto the field. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
Snagged out of the air. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
He'll take it himself. And there were some collisions in there, and the D finally stopped him short of the marker.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end of the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in the fourth quarter game.
That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
Oh, and he finds his slot receiver on that fourth down throw. And I'll tell you, this guy's not the biggest receiver in college football, but he does such a good job working the middle of the field. He's just able to get open and read coverage. Every quarterback loves having a slot receiver like that.
Stopped after a pickup of 4. Good run to get it out to the 34.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. We've got a tight one, and they'll try to build on the lead before going to the locker room. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Back to pass, it's Finley. Quickly to the tight end. He'll be knocked out of bounds right at the 40-yard line. Good pickup there.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
They'll try the toss to the left. Plows through the defense.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
They'll go to the ground. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Oh, it's picked off. A rare mistake from this guy. Gets away from one, finds some space. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
And that's got to feel good, and that's a play this young man is never going to forget. His first interception of the season. Great job reading the QB's eyes and getting to the football.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Oops, someone moved just a bit early, and the offense is going to pick up a penalty. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. quarterback by himself in the backfield. Scanning the field, it's Rowe. Throws to the wideout. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Touchdown, Longhorns! What a play! Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.
And that's the way you execute on offense, man. You keep your foot on the gas. Try to make this a two-score game. You do with that touchdown. This offense executing beautifully. The defense is going to have to find something in the second half to get some stops.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
Texas.
He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone. They'll take over at the 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking, on the move. He's going to run it. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. They'll try to kick it into overdrive. Clock's running. Second down coming. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. It's complete to the left. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Gave up the sack on first down. Now it's 2nd and 11. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for the big play. Makes the catch, and a huge play on the left side.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space, and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36. They'll immediately call timeout. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He slings it deep to the left. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Well, on defense, they know that this offense is going to try and take shots. They're going to try and keep their secondary players in a position to make these types of plays. Good job on the back end forcing that incompletion.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. On the run, deep down the right side. He's got it along the sideline. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. He'll put toe together and get this second half started.
Texas.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Themselves trailing to start the second half. Those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this game.
The Irish come to the line facing second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Look out, he's got room. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Well, short yardage situation, they decide to go with the toss play. And nice job up front, getting a little bit of push. That's all they needed to get that first.
They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. Making side adjustments here. Toss sweep to the right. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
You're down. Obviously, at the half, you had a conversation. We got to come out and put points on the board. And, Jesse, it looks like they're going to start with the ground game.
And I love this, David, too. Regardless of whether they're losing or they're winning, come out here and try to be the most physical unit here in the second half. Get this run game established.
Off play action on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Let's see what they've got on second down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the wideout. Connection to the right. And a big gain there. He's knocked down immediately at the 45. Here come the Irish again, this time doing it through the air.
And getting a little balance, right? We talked about how they like to be physical and they like to run the football. But when you get that balance going, man, it makes it easy to call plays, start to settle in, everything looking good on offense.
Pulls it and fires to the left. Breaks into the open. He's brought down the one to play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Tight end now in motion. They're going to test the right side with this one. This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them. And they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for a loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
on this drive, but it's 2nd and 13 now. The play action fake. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. Touchdown, Notre Dame. And here they come, almost all the way back. Can these guys just score from anywhere out there? After that drive, it sure looks that way.
And that's what separates really good offenses from great offenses. When you're backed up in a bad position and you can still fight your way out and they'll get you a touchdown, that's a great drive by the offense.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Virginia Tech was far from the friendly confines of Lane Stadium, but still managed to scratch out a win. And there was a lot of chatter this week about this group not being ready. Time to check those receipts, if you know what I mean. All that speculation all week, and now we know. Something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Reading the option, it's Finley. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Stopped at the 42, but he got 15 yards on the play. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, they'll run it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Gets it out quickly. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Longhorns are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. To the air, it's Finley. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
Unloads to the wideout. He's got it, first down and more. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. The definition of 4-down territory has changed over the last few years. It extended into their own territory there.
Anywhere, everywhere, just look at the card, right? That card's supposed to tell us what to do, but maybe I'll go for it anyways. This offense, it's a little bit of a gamble, but they get the first down, nothing to worry about.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Oh, they're after him. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And The last couple weeks, man, you're getting a lot of consistency from this QB. And you got to love it as a play caller, man. You can drop him back. You can throw the ball a ton. You can trust him. Getting the ball to different wide receivers. He's really in a good groove the last couple games.
He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it on the move. Stop at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. And the Longhorns moving quickly to the line. Back to throw, it's Finley. Forced out of the pocket. Touchdown, Texas! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. Now adjusting. Going to try to get it himself. He'll step out of bounds right at the 35-yard line, and maybe they've got something cooking.
It's so hard to defend these guys. You know, it's 1st and 10. Everything's available to you. You don't know if it's run or pass, and then you add in the scrambling element with the quarterback. He does a great job scrambling outside, getting outside the pocket, and then at the end of the play, not taking a hit, getting a 1st down, new set of downs for the offense.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. The give to the back. Makes a stop in the backfield. He'll lose 4.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Notre Dame has made this 2nd down play much more difficult after going backwards. Sends it back in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Trying to escape and get it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. They'll snap it from the gun on 3rd down. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Great job up front on this pass rush. Defense in a dime personnel grouping. They've got 6 DBs on the field. They're expecting pass, so they're going to have to win with 4 guys. And they're 4-1. They got the job done.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Here comes the heat. Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, what a throw. Under duress, getting hit as you throw. He's been sacked several times today. I love how he continues to hang in the pocket and make plays for this offense.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. To the air on first down. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
It's simple, but it's not easy. You know, you miss some of these throws and you see the ball not go near the wide receiver, but a lot of times it has to do with the bottom half of the quarterback. And are his feet set, or now he can start to move towards where he wants to throw the football? You can tell his feet weren't set. He was drifting a little bit.
High the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down. Now back to the air. This time it's complete. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
Hey, down in the fourth quarter, you better have a dude at the quarterback spot. They do, and they're going to trust him, and he's going to have to continue to deliver like this, making plays down the field, protecting the football, but we know he has the ability.
Looking downfield on first down. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
He takes a chance and fires it across the field. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Looking for the score! Touchdown, Fighting Irish! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway. Well, if the momentum hadn't shifted before, it certainly has now.
It has, and now you got some game pressure, right? That's beautiful. Now the defense comes out, get you a stop, get aggressive, but the offense a little bit of pressure now because they know if the ball goes back to the other side, they could lose this ball game.
Let's see if they can roll snake eyes in a good way and get the deuce. Right on the money. He will be stopped just inches away after the catch and run. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Weeks. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Here comes the Texas offense. And they've got a little bit of a cushion here, David. If they can add to it on this drive, it would be nice.
And it definitely makes a little bit of a difference. Knowing I'm up by more than a field goal, obviously, Jesse, my mindset switches, and I know I can't make mistakes.
Yeah, and David, I don't think they have to reinvent the wheel on offense here. What they've been calling has been working. Just get back to doing what you're good at.
The Longhorns trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Going to take a shot at this DB. Pulls it in down the sideline. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. The defense finally got him. after that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. And the Longhorns hit it quickly to the line. They'll go to the toss. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Well, with the defense trailing, they're trying to dictate to the offense now. Really nice blitz call that time, blowing the run play up for a huge loss. You're probably going to see that again. They're trying to find a way to create a takeaway, create negative plays, and get the ball back.
Working that left side now. He's stopped right at the 29-yard line, and it'll be 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play call and everyone on the same page here. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. And the kicker delivers the 3 to salvage that drive. And now the lead is extended a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Interesting to see the ripple effects after this one in the SEC today, fellas. Missouri came through with a lunch pail hard hat performance, and the end result is an eye-opening road victory. And I guess it's not so much that they won, it's more how they won. And the fact this wasn't ever really in question. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Here come the Irish back on offense. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode, and what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback, and you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Shoots it to the left. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the wideout. On target to the left. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And you had to. I mean, the offense had to be aggressive. You're down multiple scores. You needed to make something happen right now. You had to be aggressive. I think you had to go for it on that 4th down. Now, obviously, the game's looking like it might get out of hand.
Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
And he's brought down after a nice game.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Pulls and throws off the RPO. Touchdown, Longhorn! A great catch and run for 6.
And a lot of times you late in football games, you'll see offenses get really, really conservative with the lead. I like how this offense didn't go against the clock. They stayed within themselves. They stayed true to who they were. And now, big-time advantage, big-time lead, up by 17 in the fourth quarter.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. To the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Send the tight end in motion. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. The offense changing the play. Toss to the outside. Creates a little room. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Well, they came into this game today knowing that this guy was going to have to leave his mark in this one, toting the rock, and he's done that. He's come up with some big plays, and he continues to do that here late at a juncture where they've got to continue running it if they're going to win.
Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Gets the back moving. The toss to the outside. Finds some fresh air. There he goes. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
Great execution by this offense. The running game coming through, perfect fashion, breaks the big run, finishes inside the 10.
And they do a great job of blocking downfield with their wide receivers, too. And all of a sudden now, this offense knocking on the door.
Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. Getting aggressive here and going for 2. Motion from the back. Wants to go up top. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
And these decisions to go for 2, you see more and more of it throughout a game, chasing points. And then in the end, you wonder if this just comes back to bite you.
33.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. They'll keep it on the ground to keep this clock moving. Oh, he's got a chance. Found the
what I have to do here. Defensively, we got to get the stop. So we're playing run. We're selling out to run because we're thinking they're going to run the football, and we got 3 timeouts. Let's use them wisely. Let's use those timeouts, save as much clock as we can so our offense has some time on the clock to do some damage when they get the football back.
They get him before he gets started this time and knock him down in the backfield. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. 1 more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas!
And with that score, you start to get excited because you can feel the momentum starting off 2-0. I mean, you got to finish this one off, but there's a great chance you're going to. But this season has started just like you wanted it to. Now just keep climbing. See how high we can get in these rankings.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Texas. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to throw on first down. Here's a throw downfield late. Makes a grab on the shot. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Nice job by the offense going down the field, putting points on the board, but you're still down a couple possessions. Still need some good things to happen. You need your kicker to go over there and get warmed up. We need an onside. We need to score some points. We need a lot of things to go right to win this football game.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. App State rolled to victory in a game where they not only capitalized on opportunities, they created them. And that's the way this coach wants them to play every week. Regardless the outcome today, guys, these are still 2 quality programs. Proof the sport is as healthy as ever.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Halfway there on first down and 2nd and 5. Trying the left side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll try to cap off this drive with a field goal. And they didn't get him lined up in the middle, so he'll have to knock it through from 54 yards out on the left side. Never a doubt. And that lead grows even bigger.
I really like the decision by this offense because now they got to score 2 touchdowns. Time is not on their side. I can stay very, very conservative. Use that clock. I like the decision by this offense.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Starts a drive trying to go up top. It's complete to the right. Still on his feet at the 40. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. He's taking the deep shot. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off right at the goal line. That's the way this defense wanted to wrap it up. Make them play themselves, finish off the game, and the offense can kneel it out from here. Let's see what they can get going on this drive as they snap it from the 7. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Turning it on! That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
And it's really nice to have a workhorse running back that you know you can feed and get productive gain after gain. Now over 100 yards. You've already got some separation on the scoreboard. I would continue to feed this workhorse.
With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee. I know both of these teams were ranked, guys, but it really seemed as if they weren't on the same level in this game.
I think that was a pretty good statement game for these guys. I mean, you're ranked higher, you're more talented. A lot of people point to this game, possible upset, two really good teams. Jesse, they made it clear. There's only one really good team. It was them. They were the favorite, and they just made a point of it.
You're right. Not all ranked teams are created equal. One of these teams is a college football playoff contender. The other simply is not. And that demonstrated itself today. The higher-ranked team is a team with national championship aspirations. They've got so much talent. They look good today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
off.